Breaking: GOP legislators move to cripple pro sports teams as Anthem protests explode. This past weekend might be remembered as the turning point, where the NFL and other sports leagues got a serious wake-up call. As countless players refused to stand for the national anthem, many patriotic sports fans throughout the country are ready to throw in the towel, and now a proposal in Congress could cut off a major source of funding to the increasingly anti-American teams. According to the Daily Caller, there are currently bills in the U.S. House and Senate which would ban the use of federal funding for the construction of professional sports arenas. The legislation was proposed over the summer and now has renewed interest as the unpatriotic circus within the NFL continues. Oklahoma Republican Representative Steve Russell introduced the first bill several months ago, and their proposal already has some bipartisan support. The federal government is responsible for a lot of important functions, but financing sports stadiums for multi-million, sometimes billion-dollar franchises is definitely not one of them, Representative Russell explained. That financing often happens in the form of municipal bonds which funnel taxpayer money into major sports arena projects. For the past 17 years, 36 professional athletic stadiums have been built or renovated by federal tax-exempted municipal bonds. This cost taxpayers $3.2 billion, the caller explained, citing information from the Brookings Institute. Proponents of taking taxpayer money to fund professional sports stadiums often point to economic development to justify the costs, but research shows that the argument falls short. Here is no statistically significant positive correlation between sports facility construction and economic development, the Journal of Economic Perspectives explained. The irony of multi-millionaire players protesting the same country which often funds their home stadiums would be hilarious if it wasn't also so frustrating. To be clear, defunding professional arenas should be done across the board and not just targeted at teams which disrespect the national anthem and the American flag. Ending this unconstitutional practice would be a good idea, even if the protests weren't underway, but seeing spoiled athletes take a knee is the perfect opportunity to remind sports leagues that the world doesn't revolve around them. Freedom of speech does allow a player to sit out the national anthem, but the First Amendment does not magically make players or their teams immune to the fallout. More and more viewers are exercising free speech of their own by turning off NFL broadcasts and leaving game tickets unsold. These proposed bills could give Americans another way to vote with their dollars and tell spoiled teams to find their stadium funding somewhere else. Please press share on Facebook if you think propping up sports teams isn't the proper role of the federal government. What do you think of these proposed laws? Scroll down to comment below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe 24 Hours channel. Goodbye and see you again.